Okay guys, we're finishing that row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Loop. And 3 for all these loops. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Loop on a hook. 2 and 3 for all these loops. 5 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Loop on a hook, and in the first stitch through 2, loop on a hook, and in that loop on the end. Yes, through 2, and now through all these loops on a hook, right? And now we have to make 3 chain, and this way we will start the next row. And actually now we're gonna repeat exactly the same what we've done before in that part. And now you know how to read the pattern, so I hope everything's gonna be okay. And now you can make as many sections as you need. I decided to finish right now. I've made 37 rows. So now we just need to join these 2 parts together, and I will do it right now. I just need to finish my stitch. Let's see. Chain 1. To measure that piece of string. Now we'll join these 2 parts together. We'll do it now. Stitch by stitch. And as you can see, I've got a big loop on this side and big loop on that side, so these 2 loops together. And again, loop to loop. And the last stitches. Okay, now I have to stretch it a little bit, and actually I can make a knot on the end. Okay guys, now I've got a kind of square. And like I said, I've done 37 rows, and when you're counting these shells, it's like 1, 2.5 shell. Okay, So now we need to finish our skirt, and we need to make a belt and something on the bottom. I used 4 skeins of this yarn to make all this part. It's not too long, it's, you know, mini skirt, so it shouldn't be too long. Now we need to make a belt. And we're gonna start maybe here. Can be here, whatever. Okay. Through the loop, and we're gonna make 1 stitch. Okay, and now we need to reduce number of stitches actually. So I will use just single crochet stitches now, and we're gonna make something like this. Everywhere when you've got two stitches, we're gonna use that stitches to make these stitches. When we've got a loop like this, we will make 2 single crochet stitches in that loop. Maybe you remember that we were having 3 chain in that part, and now we will make just 2 stitches in that loop, and everywhere where you've got this 1 stitch, we will skip it. So from the beginning, yeah, we can use, for example, I don't know, this one, yes, and this one. Whoa. Okay, in that loop 2 single crochet stitch, 1 and 2. Now 2 single crochet stitch, because as you can see we've got 2 stitches in here, 1 and 2, and again we've got a loop, so 2 single crochet. Now we've got 2 stitches, so 2 single crochet. Now we've got a loop, 2 single crochet. We're gonna skip this part with 1 stitch, so in the next loop, I don't know what you can see actually, maybe this way. Yeah, should be better. Now we're skipping this part and we're starting in the next loop, right? So 1 and 2, and again we're skipping this part and we're using the next big loop. Now we've got 2 stitches, so we're gonna make these 2 stitches. Now we've got a loop, so 2 single crochet. Now we've got 2 stitches, so 2 single crochet. Now the loop, so 2 single crochet. Now we're skipping this stitch here, right? And we're gonna start in the next loop. So everywhere where you've got just 1 stitch, you can just skip it. Two stitches, 2 stitches, 2 stitches in a loop, and again 2 stitches. Now 2 stitches in a loop. We're skipping this one in the next loop, right? And in the next loop. Yes, and this way we are reducing number of stitches. Okay guys, we're finishing our row, so I can yes, and we need to catch this first stitch. Okay, so now we need to make few more rows using these single crochet stitches all the time. Yes, in this way, and you can make as many rows as you need. Don't make too huge belt. I think it looks pretty cool when it's not too big. So now I'm starting row number 4 on that belt, and actually I don't know, maybe you can see it. I'll show you a different way. Yes, it should look like this. Yeah, and I think I've got 3 rows already. I think I will make 2 more and this is it. So I will make 5 rows using just single crochet stitches on this belt. So that's the row number 4, and just single crochet stitches. Okay guys, I'm finishing row number 5, and as you can see, we've got a belt like this, and I think it's enough for that skirt. So I just need to finish that row. So into the, maybe this way, into the stitch, need to grab the yarn and through the loop, and again through the last loop, and we can cut it right now. Okay. So that's the top side, and now the bottom side. So we are having 5 chain in this smaller loops and 7 chain in this big one. We cannot reduce number of stitches now because that's the bottom of our skirt. So probably I'll make 1 or 2 rows. I need to think about it a little bit. We will see. Okay, so I'll use that hole, and I'll make 1 stitch. Okay, and now 1, 2, 3 chains here. So 3 single crochet in that loop. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now we will use that stitch. Yes, and now 5 stitches in that loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, 1 stitch in here, and again 5 stitches, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1 stitch here, 5 stitches here, 4 and 5. Yeah, maybe 1 row gonna be enough. It's gonna be like this, so it's quite cool ending of the skirt. Looks pretty nice. I think that's gonna be enough. So just one row, and we're using again just single crochet stitches, so that's pretty easy. So there's small loops, so 5 single crochet, 3, 4 and 5, 1 stitch here, and then we've got a bigger loop, so 7 single crochet in that bigger loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 stitch here, and 5 single crochet in the smaller loop. 2, 3, 4 and 5, 1 using that stitch, and 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Yes, and that's gonna be this bottom side. Okay, and that way to the end of the row. Okay guys, we're finishing that row on a bottom, so I've got to just 2 more loops, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will use this stitch, and we've got a loop. This one was also with a 3 change chain on the top, so just 1, 2 and 3. Yes, and now we can just finish in that stitch. Yes, now we just need to cut the yarn. Yes, and our skirt looks like this. Okay, so now we just need to hide all these strings, and actually we're done. And maybe I'll take my wool needle to do that. And like I said, this is a mini skirt for 12 years old girl, and if you need something bigger, you have to buy more skeins of yarn. If you need something longer, bigger, right? When I was making for myself that skirt, I'm wearing extra small size. I used also 5 skeins of yarn, and I will count in one sec how many rows I've made, or how many shells I've got. But anyway, first of all, we need to hide all our strings. this part is done. And now just on the top, let's see. Okay, I think it should be enough. We need to stretch it a bit and cut. Yeah. And the same with this second. Okay, this is it. Right, so stretch a little bit, cut. So, this is it, we're done. That's our skirt. So this is it. I hope you enjoyed my video and see you next time.